My name is Devyn Gillette, and I'm an assistant professor of biology here at Bowie State University. One of the most rewarding aspects of my position is my ability to be able to conduct research with students interested in learning more about science. My research focus is really about understanding how does our immune system protect us against pathogens or bacteria in certain disease states. In particular, I'm interested in looking at a disease called cystic fibrosis. This is the #1 genetic disorder in the United States, and it actually leaves patients with a very thick, sticky buildup of mucus in their airway. This actually becomes a great place for bacteria to land. So our research is really focused on understanding how the cells that line your airway, which are called airway epithelial cells, they normally act as bricks. So you think of a brick building trying to keep everything together, how those cells have an ability to be able to fight off bacteria and actually maintain that membrane integrity. So our research looks at normal cells and cystic fibrosis cells in the context of certain immune cytokines or proteins and how they can be able to clear the bacteria during infection. The most rewarding part of it is I have the ability to work with students at a variety of different ages. So all the way from the freshman level to the senior level, I have the ability to teach them what it's like to be in the research environment, what it really means to be a scientist, and learning how to conduct their own experiments to answer the questions that they have in front of them. This is an exciting feature of the position because not only are we just learning how to answer relevant research questions, but students have the ability to explore. And if you think about development, even as infants, we have blocks and things around us to learn how to do things. So getting students some hand-on experiences really does provide them opportunities to learn what it means to be a scientist and have a better understanding of being a biology student or a student in the STEM field here at the university.
Being able to work alongside Dr. Gillette and having the space to be independent in the lab has given me more insight, and I've actually gone back and done my own research about more careers like infectious diseases or pharmacology. Those are things that are like piquing my interest throughout this research. Knowing that I can take what I learned here and do it outside in the real world and actually enjoy what I'm doing, it's really been great for me.